Communication 33.3, report of fund transfers authorized January 16 through the 31st, 2015 from Controller K. Oshiro dated February 2nd, 2015.
Next, I have a motion to approve Communication 33.3.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Poindexter. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, second by Mr. Kanuha. Is there any discussion, council members? And it's a little bit hard for me to see you, so just let me know by your microphone, please. Okay, hearing no discussion. Mr. Clerk, can you please read the roll?
Mr. Chung. Ms. David.
Aye.
Mr. Iligan.
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha.
Aye.
Mr. Anishi.
Aye.
Mr. Paleka.
Aye.
Mr. Paleka. Ms. Poindexter.
Aye.
Ms. Willie.
Aye.
Chair Eoff.
Aye.
Chair Eoff, you have 9 ayes on Communication 33.3.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to
Madam Chair, may
Mr. Iligan.
I make a motion to suspend the rules to allow voice vote due to council members at the satellite sites?
Second.
Thank you. I heard a motion from Mr. Iligan and a second, I think it was Mr. Kanuha.
Onishi.
So we'll, Mr. Onishi. Okay, so we'll take a roll call vote for that, and then if it motion passes, we'll take a voice vote after that. Okay, Mr. Clerk?
Mr. Chung. Ms. David.
Aye.
Mr. Iligan.
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha.
Aye.
Mr. Anishi.
Aye.
Mr. Paleka.
Aye.
Ms. Poindexter.
Aye.
Ms. Willie.
Aye.
Chair Eoff.
Aye.
Chair Eoff, you have 9 ayes on the motion to suspend rules to take voice vote.
Okay, thank you. Then we'll move on to Communication 124.
Communication 124, second quarter reallocation report, October through December 2014, from Human Resources Director Sharon Toriano, dated January 28, 2015.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to file Communication 124? So moved.
Second?
Moved by Ms. David and second by Ms. Poindexter. Is there any discussion? Hearing none.
Yes, there is.
I'm sorry.
Margaret here.
Mr.
Yeah, could we have Sharon Trino, the Human Services, come forward? Or is
Okay.
she present?
She's over here. Aloha and good morning.
Hi. Would you be kind enough to just sort of explain a little bit what this is about, just so, then I have a couple of specific questions.
Generally, every quarter, this report is submitted to council for review on reallocations that have been taken with regard to positions in various departments.
Okay.
At times, you will have a position where it's difficult to fill at the authorized level. And I'll give you an example, a water safety officer 2. Well, to assist us with our recruitment effort, we would reallocate it down to a water safety officer 1, which thereby allows us to attract more applicants. That is reported on this report. And as people become experienced on their job, it is possible then to reallocate the position back upward to a water safety officer 2, which we consider to be more in line with the career track.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
There's a number of positions that say firefighter, recruit, and then it says temp, like temporary. And I just wondered, and there are many of them here, I don't know, 10, 20 of them. Why are these all under temporary? They're all substantial amounts of money, 4,000 to 7,000 something. But really what I'm getting at is the status, firefighter recruit temporary, fire captain temporary, 3 of those, EMS specialist. So why are these positions temporary, or just if you could explain that present classification?
I would be happy to. It's a very vigorous requirement to even be accepted into the firefighter recruit class. When someone enters the class, they're not necessarily guaranteed to pass all facets of the program, and so they're held in a temporary status. At the point where the firefighter recruit graduates and is eligible to be placed in our vacant firefighter positions, they will then make that move by being transferred, and the status will then change.
Okay, so the intent is these people would become permanent here?
Yes, and thank you for that question.
Okay, thanks. Ms. Sacco, would you like to come forward?
I just wanted to clarify that Mrs. Toriano can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe these particular reallocations were to create the positions for the Puna Station 10A for the lava flow, and we thought it was going to be cut off from the other fire station. So that's why these particular ones are temp, because that fire station is just meant to be temporary until we know what's going on with the lava.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay.
Any other questions, Ms. Willie? Or the other council members have questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Mr. Pleca?
It's along the, hi Sharon, how are you? Good morning.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mine was along the same vein, in terms of the temporary, because it would seem that the probationary period that comes along with civil service would take care of that issue in terms of if they're right for the job, and to see EMS firefighter listed as temporary, I think it kind of concerns some of it concerned Margaret, and certainly concerned me.
Oh, given your background, Mr. Paleka, I can fully appreciate that question. But Ms. Taco was absolutely correct, and I'm sorry, I hadn't turned the page, but when you see that magnitude of positions, absolutely, it was for that temporary Powell fire station. To address your question on the probation, with fire and with police, the program that the recruits experience and go through is quite intense. It cannot be completed in a 6-month period.
Okay, but when you look at the other allocations in vehicle registration, building inspector, water safety officer, they're all temporary also on the
reallocation,
on the proceeding.
yes, it's
Yeah.
on the position, not necessarily the appointment of the incumbent. We brought the position down for recruitment, but the appointment could very well be that probation appointment you're referring to.
So the position is listed as a temporary, or is it a permanent position?
It's a temporary reallocation. So the water safety, I'll give you an example. The water safety officer 2, position 4910, was temporarily reallocated downward to a water safety officer 1.
Okay.
We would recruit to fill it, and the appointment could be the probationary appointment.
But it's a temporary position.
No, this report does not reflect if the position is temporary or permanent, but in this case, that is a permanent position.
Terrific. Glad to hear that, Sharon. Marlo?
You're very welcome.
I have one more follow-up, Ms. Eoff, if I can ask that.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Willie.
So on the temporary firefighter recruitments, it says through 6/30/15, or the end of our fiscal year. Is there the intent that these people would continue on, or is that dependent on what Pele does, or how is that? I mean, are these people sort of in the lurch, or are they going to become permanent, whether they're allocated or reallocated in one place or another?
I do not believe the intent is to permanently establish a Pahoa fire station. We have an existing fire station out there, but you are absolutely right, Mrs. Willie, that Madame Pele plays a big part in this.
That their positions would end at that time?
Interesting way to put it, but we are monitoring the situation and the need for that Pahoa fire station that has been established temporarily.
Okay, so Pele's in the negotiations. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna.
Any other council members? Okay, then, all in favor of filing communication 124, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, that's 9 ayes, and thank you, Mr. Allen. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you, David. Aye.
Ms. Eoff, a correction. Mr. Paleka was a no on that last vote.
Me too.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And Mr. Iligan. And Mr. Iligan. So that's 7 ayes and 2 noes on communication 124.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Can we move on to communication